Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. So today I'm going to take a look at 3 test scoring pencils and kind of look at them side by side. There are others besides these 3, but these are the 3 that I happen to have at the moment. And I think I've done a review of the General's Test Scoring pencil, which is here at the top, made by the General Pencil Company in Jersey City, New Jersey. Down at the bottom, I have a test scoring pencil from the Musgrave Pencil Company in Shelbyville, Tennessee. And then in the center, I have one. And I only have this one that I have not used yet. I haven't sharpened it, but I'm going to, so that we can check it out. And it's from Mitsubishi, and it's called a Mark Sheet. And it is a HB pencil and made in Japan. And so I'm going to put that in the mix with the other 2 test scoring pencils. And like I said, I know that there are others that are made for test scoring specifically. But of course, a lot of us use test scoring pencils for general writing and drawing because they tend to have a really dark core because they can be easily detected when Scantron sheets, which students use to take tests, are put through an electronic score reader. And in some cases, they might even have some ingredients within the core itself that help the scanning machine pick up the mark. So I will get a piece of paper and we'll look at these from a standpoint of writing. Here's what I'll tell you. They're all hexagonal pencils, all of them. The General's, as you might guess, is a semi-hex, is a soft-sided hex. The Musgrave, in its true Musgrave fashion, has a sharper corner on its hex rather than a soft hex. It's more of a sharp hex. And the Mitsubishi is a fairly soft hex as well. The 2 American pencils have ferrules with erasers. The Japanese pencil does not. It has a black cap, but no eraser. And interestingly, that they're all sort of in silver and black. I mean, the test scoring pencils, how they all sort of thematically sort of have these colors, and I don't know if there's something about their functionality as test scoring pencils that when they're designing these, it's like, well, they should be silver, they should be black, but exactly what they are. They're all sort of the same color scheme, so I find that to be interesting. But let's see how they write and let's see how they mark the paper. Okay, here we are going to try out our test scoring pencil, all 3 of them. Now, by the way, the Mitsubishi sharpened beautifully, very well-centered core, and you know, these Japanese pencils, generally the quality on them is very high. Smells like cedar to me. The General Test Scoring pencil might also be cedar. I don't believe the Musgrave is. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that. It is a wooden, they're all wooden pencils, but I think the Mitsubishi and the Generals might be cedar. So let's actually start with the Generals test scoring. Soft, dark, smooth. And then we're going to put the Musgrave Test Scoring. Also soft, dark, very smooth. And finally the Mitsubishi Mark Sheet. Well, I think you can the Musgrave and the Mitsubishi are the darker of the three. They are slightly darker than the Generals. I'm going to write a little bit. The Musgrave. Okay. I mean, they're all really nice writers. They are. I'm going to try to fill in as if I'm doing an exam and I would have a Scantron sheet here. And I'm marking my answer. You know, these are darker and bold, and certainly fill in the circles or squares, whatever you might be working with, pretty nicely. I will say though, there is a noticeable difference going from the Generals to the Musgrave. The Musgrave is darker, it is softer, it is smoother. There's no doubt about it. And now let's look at this one here. The Mitsubishi feels more like the General pencil, but it marks more like the Musgrave pencil. That is to say that it has the darkness of the Musgrave, but not the smoothness. It has more of the feel of the General pencil, test scoring pencil to write with it. So the General is smooth. The Musgrave is very smooth. The Mitsubishi is smoother? Is that a word? In terms of smoothness, it would go 1, 2, 3, with this being the most smooth. And there's a smudge there. Yeah, smudge there. Yep, these are all smudgers, as we would imagine they would be. Okay, the General's eraser is fairly decent. I'll just try that one, Pentel, Mars, Pink Carnation. Let's see. Try to keep these a bit in order. Milan. And Nataraj. And a Mr. Penn. Well, the Generals gets a A- on erasability. Now let's try the Musgrave. It does have a built-in eraser. Yeah, not as good as the General pencil eraser, that's for sure. But let's remember too, this is a tad darker core. So okay. Well, it's going to get a B+. What really hurts the Musgrave is the crummy attached eraser. Now, Mitsubishi doesn't give you an eraser on its pencil. Okay? So you just got to use your favorite block eraser. Okay. Let's try the Mars. Yep, nice. Pink Carnation. Milan. And the Nataraj. Okay, well, no attached eraser, but it's going to get an A because all the block erasers did a nice job. So I'll do one last bit of writing. Okay, well, there we have it. 3 pencils. 1, 2, 3 pencils and 3 fairly good opportunities to use them, not just for test taking, but for general writing. If you like that smooth, dark, softer core, either one of these would fit the bill. And each one has a pro and con, but all in all, all three, I should say, provide a nice writing experience. So thank you for spending time for this comparison review. If you like what I do here, please share and subscribe and like. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon, right here on Always Analog.